When did you find out your parents didn't love you? I was 12 years old when I figured it out, not because of some big dramatic moment, but because of a science fair project. Our teacher, Mrs. Palmer, announced that the science fair was in 6 weeks. Everyone got excited because the winner got a trophy and their picture in the school newsletter. I decided to do my project on plant growth and music. I wanted to see if plants grew better when you played them different types of music. My older brother, Kyle, had done the science fair 3 years earlier. He built a volcano that actually erupted with real lava effects. My parents took him to the craft store like 5 times. They helped him paint the whole thing, and my dad even missed work to drive him to school early to set it up. His project won 2nd place, and they took him out for dinner to celebrate, so I figured they'd help me too. I asked my mom if we could go buy plants and speakers for my project. She said maybe this weekend. The weekend came and went. She said she forgot. The next week I asked again. She told me to use my birthday money. I had $30 saved up. I went to the store by myself and bought 3 small plants and a cheap Bluetooth speaker. I set everything up in my room. One plant got classical music, one got rock music, and one got no music as the control group. Every day after school, I'd water them and record their growth in my notebook. I asked my dad if he could help me make a display board. He said he was too busy with work. I asked my mom if she could drive me to the store to get poster board. She said I could walk there. It's a mile away. So I walked to the dollar store and bought the cheapest poster board they had. It was thin and kind of bent, but it was all I could afford with my leftover money. I spent 2 weeks measuring the plants and writing down data. The plant with classical music was growing the fastest. The rock music plant was doing okay. The control plant was growing the slowest. I made graphs by hand showing all my results. I tried my best to make the poster board look nice, but my handwriting's not great, and I didn't have fancy markers or printouts like other kids. The night before the science fair, I asked my parents if they were coming to see it. My mom said she had a hair appointment. My dad said he had a meeting. I asked if maybe they could come after, even for just 10 minutes. My mom sighed and said, "We'll see, honey." The next day, I carried my poster board and plants to school on the bus. Everyone else's parents were dropping them off with these huge, elaborate projects. There were robots and chemical reactions and solar system models with lights. My plants and hand-drawn graphs looked so small next to everything else. The judging happened during 2nd period. I stood by my project and explained my hypothesis and results to the judges. They smiled and nodded and moved on pretty quick. I saw other kids' parents standing behind them, taking pictures, looking proud. My spot was empty except for me. After school, they announced the winners. 1st place went to this kid named Marcus, who made a working water filtration system. His dad was an engineer and clearly helped him a lot. 2nd place went to a girl who did something with electrical circuits. I didn't place at all. When I got home, I didn't even mention the science fair. My parents didn't ask. That weekend, Kyle had a basketball game, and both my parents went. They cheered so loud when he scored. They took pictures. They posted about it on Facebook. That's when it really hit me. It wasn't that they were too busy. They just weren't too busy for Kyle. I looked back at everything. Every time Kyle needed something, they dropped everything. When I needed something, there was always an excuse. His birthday parties had themes and decorations. Mine were just cake from the grocery store. He got new clothes for school. I got his hand-me-downs even though I'm a girl and they didn't fit right. It wasn't about the science fair. The science fair just made me finally see what had been true the whole time. I kept those plants in my room for 2 more months. The classical music one grew almost a foot tall. I never told anyone about my project again. My parents never asked.